say it. I gotta let you go.
You were just fired.
I was let go for liability reasons involving insurance.
The one-armed bartender.
You need to show a little respect. Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Logan Lucky is the newest film directed by Steven Soderbergh. It stars Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, and Daniel Craig as the three primary leads. It's got a huge ensemble cast inside of it. This was the first film that Steven Soderbergh has done since 2013's Side Effects. He kind of took a stand and he was like, I do not like the state of movies at the moment and I am done making them for theaters. I'm glad he's back because I don't want to live in a world without Steven Soderbergh movies because variety is the spice of life. He made films, you know, from Oceans 11, 12, and 13, but he has a varied career. He did Out of Sight, Solaris, he's done Sex, Lies, and Videotape, weird movies like the aforementioned Side Effects. Dude's got range, and yeah, I was really happy to see Side Effects in theaters when that came out 4 years ago to a pretty desolate audience. And tonight I was happy to see Logan Lucky in theaters to a pretty desolate audience, unfortunately, because I want this movie to make a lot of money because it's the perfect middle budget, like, action crime thriller. Movies like this don't come out enough. That's what I'm getting at. This is why I pushed Baby Driver so hard, and because movies that come out with like a $30 to $40 million budget, modest cast of stars, and just a really good hook in the movie that, you know, gets you invested in the world that they create inside of it, don't come around anymore. Movies like this used to be like the bread and butter of like the 90s and early 2000s. There used to be a lot more of things like this, and then franchises just kind of took over, and middling comedies that aren't great. Logan Lucky stars Channing Tatum, and he is our lead brother, Jimmy, and there is a family curse where bad always happens to the Logan family. And his brother, played by Adam Driver, is missing an arm. He lost it in the Iraq War, and Channing Tatum just lost his job, and everything sucks, and they're trying to lift the curse. That's the whole through line of the movie. So what do? They tried to do a massive heist during a NASCAR race, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, the movie ebbs and flows a lot like the Ocean's 11 movies, and actually, there's even like a reference later on, like towards the end of the film, like that's directly, you know, acknowledging that. I think what makes this movie stand out from that, though, is it's got the charm and character of its setting and the characters that setting creates. And it takes place in West Virginia, and everyone is kind of redneckish, but it's not done in an obnoxious, ignorant, silly kind of way. It's just done in a way where the humor derives from these characters and the way they naturally exist. And there's not really a whole lot of like jokes, like punchlines and setups and payoffs with that type of stuff. It's just the humor is derived. It's character comedy is what I like to call it. It's you're laughing at these characters because of the way that they are, and it's done in good humor. You're not really like laughing at them, like pointing and like, haha, man, these people are such goofs, but you're just kind of enjoying their presence and being entertained by them. Good movie stuff to do. Adam Driver, to me, was the key linchpin of this movie. Channing Tatum was great. He was serviceable as the leading man, and you know, you want to see him succeed, but Adam Driver was the piece that held it all together.
My life of crime is over.
And he's also got a lot of great sequences with Daniel Craig. And Daniel Craig, he is the firecracker of this movie. I want to see him take more roles in weirdo movies like this. I would love to see just this strange career renaissance for Daniel Craig, where he's just doing this weird out of left field that you don't expect from James Bond.
The only guy who knows anything about blowing up real bank vaults is Joe Bang.
I am incarcerated.
Yeah, we got a plan to get you out.
And he nailed it in this movie. I Loved his performance. One thing that stood out to me with the movie that I thought was a flaw when I was watching it was I thought the pacing felt a little bit off, but by the end of it, it all comes together in like full circle, and it's like, oh, I see what you were doing, Steven Soderbergh. Way to play me like a violin, bud. Good work. I really liked what he did with the ending of this movie. I don't have much bad to say about Logan Lucky because I am, as you can probably tell by my reviews, inherently a pretty positive guy when it comes to movies. I always try to find something that I like. And in this movie, there was a lot of things that I liked. It was all great. It was entertaining from front to back. It was just a solid, nice end of summer movie.
Could you give me my arm, please? Is it this one?
Yeah, I really, really liked it. So, on that note, I would give Logan Lucky a strong recommendation. I would say go see it large and loud in theaters. Give this movie your $10 to $15 or whatever the premium is for movies these days. It's totally worth it. It blows away what they've got in theaters running right now. Yeah, really great movie. That's it. That's all I got. This has been Roy on Celluloid, on Regular Reviews, on Logan Lucky, on Channing Tatum, on Adam Driver, on Steven Soderbergh. Hey, Steven Soderbergh. On Daniel Craig, introducing Daniel Craig, on all of the other wonderful actors and actresses that were in this film. Thanks. Have a good night.